Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today, we are back to Elden Ring after our brief intermission from it. And Cam and I have a mountain to climb. We are
Yeah.
going up the mountaintops of the giants, hopefully beating the fire giant, though that is easier said than done. Um, and talking about this stretch of the game that is not our favorite, but worth talking about regardless. Before we go up that away, I wanted to talk to these two guys you can see on the screen, Brother Corin and Gold Mask, because we're going to run into them again on the mountain, and I need to talk to them to make them go to the mountain. So, um, this guy's just doing what he always does, which is pointing. Um, Brother Corin, what do you have to say about that?
And oh,
So he says that he has taken his place by the noble Gold Mask's side, um, and that we must speak quietly so we do not break his concentration. He says that he's recording the movement of Gold Mask's finger, which is
oh
very
my
funny.
God. No, so I'm in consecrated snowfield,
Yeah.
and I just came upon like the little like wagon that is carrying like a chest or whatever.
Uh huh.
And there were two knights cavalries with it, right?
Yeah.
And I started to open the chest, and one of the knights cavalries hit the wagon and destroyed it. The whole
What?
thing went away. Yeah, just disappeared, like
Like it
despawned the
glitched
entire
out?
thing. No, I think it like I mean there was like a noise and it fell.
Hmm.
So like I guess they can destroy the wagons.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I am done talking to Goldmask and Corin. They don't have a whole lot to say other than we now know Corin is like a disciple of
Uh-huh.
Goldmask and has taken a great interest in the waggling of that man's finger.
Right.
Um, and now I'm headed back to where we left off, which is the Lift of Rold, I think.
Okay.
Ornstein says in chat that he is sad that he missed Langdale because he was excited to praise the game before ripping into it for this stream. Um, he
Yeah, the
says,
Lanedale stream was very positive. So
yeah, for sure. He says also, mountaintops are not very good. Fire Giant is, aside from the Godskin duo, the worst mandatory boss. I might agree with that. Though I think that Elden Beast might be a little worse in my eyes.
do you want me to just meet you at the Zamor ruins?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. Yeah, Elden Beast is rough, but at least it's like interesting to look at. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
For
Fire
sure.
Giant is stupid, like just rolling around, throwing fireballs at you.
Yeah, we'll talk
But
about it when we get there, but it is more of a. You're definitely right that you have more to look at with Elden Beast. You mostly are looking at the fire giant's foot. It's
yeah.
a fight with a foot.
Oops. There we go. Alright, my sign's down next to the Zamor ruins of
Sweet.
Grace. Yeah, Elden Ring uh Winston says Elden Beast is just annoying. Fire Giant is awful. Yeah, I think I could probably agree with that. I also hate Godskin Duo a lot too,
They are
so
awful. Yeah.
yeah.
Do not look forward to that. Okay, here we are. The land of Glacia's people. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't worked out this headcanon that well. But I
You
am
didn't quite
wearing
get all the way there.
I am wearing a pelt. Uh, let's see.
I think the issue with mountaintops, is primarily because it's so like I think if Mountaintops of Giants was in any other Souls game, people would like it a lot. But because it's in this game where they have already showed how well they can handle like open exploration, to have an area that is this linear is kind of boring.
It is very linear. Yeah.
You kind of have to take it from like one angle, and you can skip a couple things, but that's about the extent of like player expression on terms of exploring the Mountaintops of Giants. And even Caelid, which feels very hostile and difficult to navigate, is still just kind of like one big area that you can wander around in.
Yeah.
Mountaintops of Giants is basically like 3 or 4 little areas that are connected by really small paths that you are like required to follow. So yeah.
Cameron, I'm not
I
seeing
think
your
that's part of it.
sign.
Next is Zamor Ruins.
Let's see. Am I at the Zamor Ruins one? Yeah, I am at the Zamor Ruins one. Oh wait,
Do you
no, it
have
just
your
showed up
password
for
on?
me.
Okay.
There you are.
It is pretty. Yeah, that's true. It's neat. It's a cool little area. I like. My favorite part of Mountaintops of Giants is Castle Sol. I like Castle Sol a lot.
Yeah, that
Even though
is
it
really
does just
nice.
kind of feel like one of the other like half dungeons, but with snow all over it. I still think it's done well, and I like the fight at the end and stuff.
The boss fight there is really good.
Yeah.
Let's talk to this man.
Yeah. How about it? Shabiri.
So he says, finally we meet, which is interesting because we have met someone wearing this outfit before.
It's like that guy's body, basically.
Yeah, he says, I fear you are previously acquainted with this vessel. That is most unfortunate, for he is dead.
Uh-huh.
He gave me his flesh. Shabriri. I hope you can make your peace with that, he says. Now he's talking about my maiden. He says, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl and throw yourself in instead. And now he's about to lose his mind here. He tells us that there's depths below the Erdtree capital. That is new information. He says, seek audience with the 3 fingers and the flame of frenzy. He basically is here to tell us to turn back. Like, do not go on this. Well, actually, I'll wait before my explanation. He's about to do his yelling thing.
this like message here says friend ahead, therefore friendship.
Try head. Let there be chaos. No, already talked to you. Already talked to you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Let's see. No confidence ahead. So yeah, for folks keeping track at home of like what we're actually doing in this game, we are on the way to become Elden Lord, and we have had a fair maiden or someone who is like serving the role of maiden, Melena. Melina, who is traveling alongside us, that we don't see her very often, and she's going to offer herself into the flame that we are headed towards at the top of the mountaintops of the giants. And her burning herself in the flame will supposedly like burn the thorns that are covering the door that will allow us to become Elden Lord. That guy is stationed here, kind of telling us that that is not our only option. We should turn back, forget about the two fingers, and seek the three fingers, which was definitely a thing that Jessie wanted me to do whenever I was playing through the game with her. She wanted to save her girlfriend, Melina. Um, but it is the first moment in the game where you're really asked to question the ethics of like the whole, we're sacrificing virgins into volcanoes thing, um, for the sake of leadership, question mark. It is very unclear why we are doing any of this. Whoop. Whoop.
Yeah, I think it's very funny that on your first playthrough you did Frenzied Flame like by accident,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I did Frenzied
And
Flame because I was just doing a completionist run, and I wanted to
uh-huh.
see everything, and so I saw the three fingers, um, with no knowledge of how you kind of reset that pathway for yourself.
Yeah.
I was playing through
Also,
Mountain.
I think it's like really, really funny that you can like let Melina throw herself in the fire and then go do three fingers
Yeah.
afterwards. You can be like, yeah, well,
Just
sucks
want
to
to
be you, I guess.
maximize the suffering of everyone here.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was playing through Mountaintops of the Giants just the other day. Oh,
Ooh,
invaded.
invaded.
Let's get our invader. Where's he at? Where's he at?
Oh, behind us.
Hello.
Ow. Yeah.
Oh.
Got the old double lance thing going on. One of 4 builds you see people play in this game. There you go.
Oh, he's healing. Oh. He's probably gonna get me. Oh, he got me.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just put my sign back down in the same spot.
Cool. 16.
Yeah, uh, whenever they first opened the arenas, I was like, oh, this is great, like run in here and have fun, fight a bunch of people who are hopefully doing like not just the same few PvP builds over and over, but if you're
Right.
in meta range, you do see just those same 3 or 4 builds over and
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over and over, even in the arena.
Yeah.
Which to me, I'm like, what are you guys even doing? Like,
Yeah.
how is this? What's the point of this?
The game
Uh,
is fun, like for me, because of the creative aspect of it. Like being able to
yeah,
do new builds and find new ways of engaging with the game. If you're just trying to min max it and find like what is the most optimal possible, loadout, like that just kind of takes a lot of the fun away from it, I think.
yeah. I think the most fun thing to do in all of the Souls games is to just kind of like pick a weapon or two and then be like, can I make this work? Less so
Mm-hmm.
than like, am I good? Like, where can I push this to be as broken as possible? I mean, I get it. Like for PvP, I know that people are always going to be trying to like find ways in games like this to tip things one way or the other, but it's just really, really boring. Like the build diversity in this game is really, really boring,
Mm-hmm.
which is unfortunate. I do still kind of enjoy going to the arenas, especially like the ones that let you summon ashes and stuff.
Yeah.
But good grief, like after a certain point, I was like, man, like every other person is just gonna be using this double like Naginata thing, huh? Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody, every other person's just gonna be doing like a strength faith thing, I guess. And just kind of got boring after a while. I do like doing it with my pyromancer, but that's mainly just because it's like a anti R1 build, I guess.
Mm.
And so like it's easy to catch people who are running stuff like that, but a lot of the stuff in this game, like the PvP junk, has more to do with the fact that like there are just a couple of weapon arts that are really broken. Or not weapon arts, Ashes of War, I
Ashes of
guess.
War.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. My sign is down.
I'm here. I am remedied. Password's on. I don't see it.
Hmm.
Huh. It took a second the other time,
Yeah.
but
Just give it a second, I guess.
I actually have not really experienced the Colosseums with the Spirit Ashes because I never get connections whenever I try
Really?
to make it happen. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's far fewer people doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, just sad. It sucks because it's like there's such a huge player base in this game,
And there is so
and
much
like
build variety in the game itself.
kind of. I mean, this is a balance problem. Like, you can't really blame people for finding their way to the 3 or 4 best things if they're that much better than everything else.
True, yeah.
It's sort of like that's definitely a dev problem. If there was more stuff pulling people legitimately in other directions, you would see more build diversity. Get what it's not really people only pick the good stuff because it's good. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Um, like, yeah. Whenever Strive first came out, everybody played Ramlethal. Like, why? Well, Ramlethal's better than everyone else. That's why. So like, of course they're gonna pick her. So like, you know, the difference being that like, over a few patches and stuff like that kind of tends to go away in other titles. But man, they've really let it stick in Elden Ring for a really long time in a way that I think is like kind of not great. It's weird how long the game has been out and hasn't had a very serious rebalance. I mean, there's
Yeah.
been some patches and stuff, but they haven't been substantial. And also, it's kind of crazy that there's not even been like mention of DLC or anything. Um,
Surely they're gonna do it. Um,
yeah, I
Cam,
would be really surprised if they didn't.
could you take your sign away and put it back down just to try that?
Sure. Yeah.
I unremedied and re-remedied, and that did not do it.
I disagree. Orson says there's more variation here than any of the Souls games. No way, man. I played so much PvP in Dark Souls 3, and like there were like the standout, like, oh yeah, everybody is doing these like one of 3 or 4 things. Like those would be there, but if you were like fight clubbing in Irithyll, you would see like one of those out of like 4 or 5 people that were all doing something weird and wonky. It felt like in Dark Souls 3, like a lot more of the weapons were being explored in a way that this game does not seem to happen at all.
Okay, I finally got your sign.
Dark Souls 1 is definitely like 5 builds.
For sure.
Dark Souls 2 PvP is terrible. What are you talking about? Dark Souls 2 has good PvP, but it's just 2 builds. We don't talk about Dark Souls 3 online. Dark Souls 2's PvP is god awful. It's like really, really, really bad.
And 3 is really good online.
3's is pretty good. Yeah.
But I like the idea of going in the Colosseums with Spirit Ashes and like having specific Spirit Ashes that are like work for your character. Like
Yeah.
when I've been playing with Glacia off stream, I have been using the ancestral follower ashes, and we're just like having a little antler fight.
2 is heralded for high skill. 2 is heralded for high skill. Whatever. Whatever. I don't buy that at all. Like, it's only a high skill ceiling insofar as everybody you play against in the PvP in Dark Souls 2 is using like everything the game has. So like you have to know everything about everything, but everyone is using everything, so it's boring. And also, like, I don't know, it gets really old really quick, like with the with the level meta being as high as it was in Dark Souls 2, to be like encountering people who are wearing like the heaviest armor in the game, and they have the fastest rolls, they can cast every spell, they can do, which honestly, some of the PvP in this game reminds me of that, where
Yeah,
it's like
everybody
it's
does
like
have everything.
you kind of feel like you have everything, yeah. And it's just not very neat. I don't know. There's no like specialization or whatever, um, which is boring. There were like a couple of off the wall stuff in Dark Souls 2 that people would try, but then you just get owned. Like you'd get, take like one every 5 or 6 matches or something, but you're still gonna lose to like the flipping Havelmon that can cast every hex in the game or whatever. Yeah. Which is a shame, because Dark Souls 2 also has a bunch of really weird weapons in it. And so like world PvP in Dark Souls 2 is pretty fun, but like the arenas and stuff, it's terrible.
Oh, is this the path?
Yeah.
This is the path.
Yeah. This is.
Anyways, we're back in Mountaintops of the Giants.
We are.
I was playing
So
through this
next
area.
Part, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like just the other day to kind of prep for stream, I was getting the maps and the graces and stuff. And the first half of this, I was like, man, does Mountaintops of the Giants actually slap? Because there's so much like visual storytelling in terms of like enemy placement and just design that you're getting in the first half of it.
The first flame type of vibe.
Yeah, like you've seen these like fire monks throughout the game, but they've kind of been a weird non sequitur until this moment, where you see them kind of worshiping what we now know is like this primordial fire that we're making our way towards. And we also know that this is an area of genocide. Like this is where America essentially like staked her claim to the lands between by genociding all these giants. And so it's cool that we have this cult that is like hanging out here and keeping alive some semblance of resistance to America's regime. And we also just went past the Zamor ruins, and I think we're supposed to believe the Zamor warriors are like people that America enlisted to help clear out this area. So there's just like this really cool world archaeology that we're getting just through the people we're interacting with and the order we're interacting with them, and this amazing vista that we're walking through right now. Like it just is incredible.
Let's give this a go and see if you might want to do it without me here, so you can ride Torrent. But
yeah,
we'll try it.
We'll see. I think we might be able to roll our way through, but I basically, once we get past this bridge, it's gonna be pretty boring.
There's a couple of other cool spots. I like the big like outpost looking thing with a bunch of fire monks around it. That place is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
And then, like I said, I think that Castle Sol is pretty sick. The tower here has a funny puzzle.
What's the puzzle? I don't remember.
You have to run across the air like you're doing Seek the Scaleless type of thing. Yeah.
Oh wait, we are going to be able to do this because I think I killed that giant.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know it didn't respawn.
I didn't either. That's why I killed it.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's just like
or actually, I think I always killed it, but then I just like never bothered to run back across this thing.
Why would you run back across? Yeah. There's just, once you get past this, the enemy placement is just sort of random. You're just running into
shackle with it,
running into a lot of big golems and wolves and demi-humans, and it's just all a smattering of all the things in this game.
One of the very funny things we were talking last time we were playing about how I was kind of like complaining about the beginning of Halig Tree being like sort of just this random smattering of enemies, and then we kind of went back and forth about it for a minute about like, well, it could be this and it could be that, yada yada yada. One of the things that I had completely forgotten about is that when you are on your way to the Halig Tree, You
Mm-hmm.
do the little like path to the Halig tree, and the enemies in that thing are complete hodgepodge. It's like
Mm.
vulgar militia guys and the land octopuses inside of a
Oh
dungeon.
my
Like,
god, yeah.
yeah.
I
And I was
left
like,
a
what?
message in that dungeon. I was like,
Yeah.
"Behold dungeon, therefore octopus?" Question mark.
Yeah. It's just like random. Also, like, I wish, I don't know. And then there's a thing in this game where it's like, well, these golem guys, they are decidedly not giants. They definitely are not
No,
giants.
they're from. Or just think they're from Farum Azula.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
Because
where
you
the
see
golems are.
them, you see like ruined versions of them around the like ruined fragments that have fallen
Yeah.
in Limgrave.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Whoop. I like fighting them though.
Yeah, they're fun. Also, the big thing about the golems too is they've like appeared all throughout the game, which is interesting, but it also kind of takes away the idea that this area is like trying to teach you how to fight the fire giant with by putting the golems around. Because it's like, well, I've already seen these guys like 100 times. Also,
Yeah.
doesn't really help that much.
Nothing can
uh,
truly teach you how to fight the fire giant. You just have
yeah,
to learn
trial and
through
error.
trial and error. Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like how this place looks. Ornstein says, like a DS2 area, there's a lot to both love and hate. That's Elden Ring, baby.
Yep.
That's Elden Ring in general. It takes a lot from its daddy, and its daddy is Dark Souls 2.
I do like that this area feels a little um, like what's the word I'm looking for? Unsettled, if that makes sense. Like there's not a civilization that has been put here. It is just kind of
Honestly, looks like kind of the opposite. Like there was one, and it kind of like fell
right.
apart or something, and
And now we just
so
have a
there's
lot
just
of
like kind of
different,
squatters. Yeah,
yeah, bats,
there's just bats.
bats fighting demi-humans.
Yeah,
There's a dragon around here.
yeah. There's also just like a house. Like, why would you ever put a house here? Who would do that?
Whoop. Oh, I'm getting batted.
I think I agree with that. Ornstein says I'm an infamous Dark Souls 2 enjoyer, but I think that Elden Ring does most of the things I enjoy about it better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's probably true. I mean, Dark Souls 2 was, and we talked about this when we streamed it, is just kind of a little bit too big for its britches, I think. Like at the time. Like when the game came out, I don't think all the tech was there or like the developmental like acumen was there to like create the type of game that they were obviously trying to create. And it felt very like it felt awkward in a way that that kind of feels like looking back at that game as an entry in the series feels a lot like Growing Pains. Um,
Here's a pile
and
of these golem things.
yeah, I like that the demi-humans are just like set up in here. They're like, yo, there's a spirit thing, but you can't ride it because
Sure can't. Is this a dead
yeah,
end if I don't have torrent?
yeah, for sure.
Eee. How do we get up to where
This way,
Gold
this way.
Mask is?
Oh, I don't know. I always forget where Gold Mask is here.
He's on one
I,
of the
I
bridges.
yeah. Wait, is he on the one near the Erdtree Avatar?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Well, if he isn't, then he isn't. Bernstein says it was too experimental, which I respected a lot, as compared to my problem with Dark Souls 3, which feels too safe. Definitely, I
Yeah.
agree. I think that's a fair criticism of both of those games, for sure. I think people give Dark Souls 3 maybe a little bit too much flack for what it doesn't do fantastically, but I do think that it's a it's a proper criticism of it or whatever.
I like that when you're headed this direction on this path, which you kind of have to do because of how linear this space is. Like you always have this really big view of the moon once we round this corner. I don't know if we're meant to be thinking about Ronnie and like the prospect of some sort of new order at this moment, but it is a thought that crosses my mind when I'm on my way to throw Melina into the fire.
Not me, man. These are all your problems, not mine.
Ooh, there's a seed thing I need to get.
Ow! I did not think that was gonna hit me over here.
Whoop! Fire!
We got boys coming, by the way.
Sure do. I get them. Nice. Get my golden seed. Oop. What time is it? Do we have time to fight Borealis the Frozen Fog? Maybe not.
Do we want to fight Borealis the Frozen Fog?
Not really.
On foot?
On foot, yeah.
No,
that's probably a bad idea.
I think we probably want to run right on by. Unless you want to, do you want to go down to Castle Sol and do it?
I would like to do Castle Sol. Yeah.
Okay, we should do Castle Sol first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because it's down the other way.
Let me go ahead and put a marker on my map. Oh, I can't because this golem sees us.
Yeah. I've got some like not quite loaded textures happening on that ice lake.
Oh, really?
Right yeah. Winston says these honeymoon periods, DS2 is popular on release, 4 coming hated, DS3 is heralded as the best Souls game on release until basically 2019 and got hate. DS2 got a research around 2018. DS3 gets so much flack because it got too much love for too long. I don't think anybody hates any of them, honestly. I think it's a pretty like small contingent of people who are very vocal and annoying.
I think it is trendy to hate Dark Souls 2 to the point where people who have not played Dark Souls 2 say they will never play Dark Souls 2.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that before.
I think I have heard students say that.
It sounds like something a student would say.
Yeah. Invaded by Bloody Finger Yorm the Red. All right, Yorm the Red.
Heard us talking about Dark Souls 3.
What you got for us?
Alright, well, you deal with that. I'm going to put a marker down for Castle Sol so that I remember where it is. Oh, no, he got too close. Or, no, you started killing someone.
That's oh, there he is. There he is. There he is.
It's Yorm.
It's Yorm the Red.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Oh, he got you with a blind
He really
fireball.
got me. Let me get out of here.
Watch out. I just realized that I don't want to hike all this way back, so sorry, Yorm. This is gonna run you off here. also run it.
This is a fun little fight.
Yeah, this is great. I love Elden Ring, don't you? This dude put his weapons away and is just running. Yep. Yep.
Ooh, he's close. Oh, man.
There it is.
Got him.
I'm gonna give him a single clap. Watch out.
Oh, sorry, I was changing the counter. Oh. Hello?
Dead man walking. Oh my god.
We got some Viking skeletons up in these mountains.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these Viking skeletons.
Where's the big ghosty skeleton that jumps out of the ground at you?
He's the other way. Okay.
Alright, Castle Soul.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
I don't know where it is.
Oh.
Because whenever I was trying to... I mean, I do know where it is, but I'm trying to not get killed by skeletons shooting at me. Okay. There's that. I popped the stupid... Still can't pop my map open. Oh yeah, there's another guy right here.
Yeah, 1 million enemies. Most of them are kind of random. And not a whole lot of ways to find your way around. Yeah. Here it is.
We just gotta go around. We can't jump down or we'll die.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I didn't play almost didn't play Dark Souls 2 because everyone said it sucked. Really? This is insane. I don't know. It's like how Souls community is both contrarian and seemingly mobbish. Everyone will at once to start hating on something from the franchise because it's different. They do it all at once. I don't know. I feel like that type of thing is in like any like online. Here's the thing.
Online communities are bad.
Communities are kind of bad.
Well, communities are inevitable and necessary.
No, okay, so yes, communities. Fandoms are not.
Yeah, there we go.
Do not
avoid
become a fan.
fandoms.
Don't do it. Don't talk to other people ever if you can help it.
Whatever you do, do not get a tattoo of your fandom.
Yeah, don't do that, especially. Would very much recommend you never do that ever for any reason.
There's a skeleton boy.
Yeah, just keep on. I'm just running. Forget him. I don't need
He's
that in my life right
goofy
now.
and I love him.
He is good.
Oh.
We like it. But I'll be upset if he kills me. Like
He
that.
did.
Alright, you're getting a Castle Soul on your own.
Okay. It's time to get torn out. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the same thing with, like, I don't know, Andrew, you know, like, you have or at least brushed against, like, online communities that are, like, organized around something as vague as, like, I like movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they are insufferable. Like, insufferable.
It becomes very quickly, it becomes a thing where there are, like, partisan lines of if you are this type of person, you like these directors, and if you are this type of person, you like these directors, and if you don't like this movie, then you're like, wrong and or problematic, and vice versa. If you do like this movie, you are wrong and or problematic. And I could definitely imagine that happening with Dark Souls 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah, any of them, or honestly, any game series is like that too.
Yeah.
Like most of them anyway. All right, my sign is down like right on the inside of Castle Soul.
Cool. I wonder if I can warp closer to it than I am right now. Yeah, I can get pretty close to it.
It's just the internet as it exists in its current Web 2.0 form is like intended to build like communities full of morons, I guess. Like that is the best way to put it. Like the thing that is incentivized is just attention. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad or whatever, just attention.
And like anger and infighting is often the best
attention.
way to generate attention.
People, you never log off because you want to yell at the guy that said that Dancer in the Boreal Valley is the worst fight in the world. Right? So like you want to stay on the stupid website forever screaming at everybody.
Yeah.
And that's like the entire point. Everything gets like so like people will get all these like upvotes or likes or whatever on something that they don't even really believe, or they just like fire it off in 2 seconds not thinking about it, and then you get all this like validation from doing it, and then you fast forward 3 years and all you do is you sit on Twitter all day and you're like, I think I'm gonna decide that I'm gonna pick a random franchise and just decide that is the best thing that's ever been made. And like anyone who says otherwise is silly, and I'm going to try to make a whole big thing about it. And then you turn around and you've got all these followers and now they're all saying the same thing, and then this is how it goes. That's why Clint Eastwood is popular.
Clint Eastwood is popular among a very small subset of people on film Twitter who hopefully you're unfamiliar with.
Of annoying d-bags that all like talk about the I'm just kidding, whatever, but you get my point. Like like anything that gets attention is like gonna be the thing, so it doesn't matter if it's good or bad attention. And so nothing is really like intended to create a conversation. It's just intended to create a lot of like buzz,
right?
And so you wind up with people who are like, I love Dark Souls even though I hate every single thing about it, or like I love X thing even though I hate every single thing about it, or I hate X thing because even though I love every single thing about it, and none of it really like makes any sense. It's not really meant to.
I am at Castle Soul. I have arrived.
Cool.
Even though the Deathrite bird thinks I'm still fighting him.
Emo says hello.
Hey, Emo.
What's up, Emo? He said, how's the pain with the tattoo?
Tattoo pain was definitely noticeable when I was getting it. It hurt. But the guy that did the tattoo worked extremely fast. He finished in like 10 minutes. And it has not been painful since at all. Obviously, that's how tattoos work. So, yeah, I'm just waiting these first couple of days while I still have like the adhesive thing on. But it looks like it's uncovered by bandages. You can see the tattoo just fine. I really like it. It looks great. I was joking earlier, Matthew, that you should never get a tattoo of your fandom because I literally did that yesterday.
You just got a tattoo of a dark sign.
Yeah, I have a dark sign on my arm now. I am remedied in front of the Castle Soul Grace. You said you were where?
Right in.
You're inside.
Walk in the gate.
Oh, yeah, you're in Liontown. Yeah.
Right inside of it, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure if I'm outside of it, there we go.
Okay, well, the lion sees me.
Emo asked if you still have the plastic wrap on it. Yeah, right?
It's not a wrap. It's just like a translucent sticker that is on top of it. It's not wrapping all the way around my arm. But it sticks on there real good, man. Like, you can shower in it and everything. Ooh.
Man, this lion's giving you
Oh,
what for, huh?
second lion. You know what they say? Don't
The only
fight
thing
two
worse than one
lions.
lion. You know, there's that old saying, you should never try to fight two lions if you can avoid it.
Unless you are the guys in RRR, you should probably
Right.
not do that.
I don't even think they do it.
No. They outnumber
There's
the lions.
Yeah. Ugh,
Now let's
he's so
get this
close.
lion. Rip! Got him.
There we go. These guys don't respawn, so. Oops, sorry. I was already swinging. Got him.
All right. Let's catch up on tattoo discourse in chat. Oh no, we're still talking about Dark Souls 2. Ammo asked how long have I had that adhesive on? Since I got it yesterday afternoon. Orange he said, basically, DS2 knew it could not recapture the magic of DS1's interconnectivity, so it wanted to take the exploration and freedom to the extreme and to experiment. It would also go in on the RPG aspects of Dark Souls 1, being an action RPG. People liked it. Dark Souls 3, meanwhile, likely in response to Dark Souls 2, played it safe and went all in on the bosses and story and become an action game. I think that's a pretty accurate assessment of like the way that is kind of ping-ponged back and forth. And I think that Elden Ring is the exploratory game that they were trying to do in Dark Souls 2 pretty effectively.
Memo says you're only supposed to keep the wrap or whatever on it for 2 hours tops. You gotta let it breathe.
He told me to leave this thing on for 4 days.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I mean, we might be talking about different things, Ammo, because it's not a wrap. I saw a guy at Golden Heart Tattoo. He has a very Dark Soulsy name. His tattoo name is Author of Plagues.
Okay.
But his actual name is Austin.
Austin, comma, or
Author of Plagues. That's a boss name right there.
Oh, excuse me.
Austin, comma, host of the nightmare.
Dog is laying next to me snoring.
Nice.
Oh,
Invaded by Bloodyfinger Swifty Skiz.
Man, look at him go.
Wait, is that
my Lewin all the way down there?
Hey, Swifty Skiz. I like your name.
I don't want to go out there. There's guys.
What if we very patiently waited?
Where'd he go?
He's hiding.
Oh.
I see him though.
I see him though. Is he like up the middle or did he go up the side?
He's like behind these little things over on the right. I'll point to him. Over there.
Okay.
Here, what? I'll rush these dudes, the dudes who are not Swifty Skiz. There's another one? Oh yeah, there's this crossbow guy. Oh, and there's that guy. Whoop. Okay. One more big dude. Whoop, ba, ba, ba. How's your fight with Swifty Skids going down there?
Not good.
Not good.
No.
Okay, well, what if I broke it up with a big dude? You want to come down here, big dude? Okay, he's dead. I'm helping you. Don't die.
Too late.
Oh,
He's close.
uh.
Did you light the grace up there?
I didn't remember there was a grace up there, so no.
Uh-oh.
But we still got the one at the beginning, and we killed the lions, so it's fine. And this guy is swift.
Mm.
He's doing a lot of waving. Man. I have like no health. This is over. What if I did go get that grace though? Bup, 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 bup.
You should at least try.
I'm gonna try. Got it.
Cool. I'll meet you there. You could try to stay alive. I can get my sign down near it.
Ooh, that would be
You should
really
try to pull me
nice.
back in.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll kite him around for a bit.
Alright, my sign's down next to that bonfire.
I don't see it. Oh, is it because I'm not remedied?
You should be.
He's like not attacking me anymore. He's crouching. What is he saying? He's using one of the prattling pates. Oh, I see your sign now. Hold on. If he's gonna let me do it. Okay, I'm summoning you. Come help 1 HP Glacia fight this man.
Yeah,
Oh, he's just sitting
trying to
down.
be friendly. Yeah. Just messing around. Being a guy. Alright, I'm here.
We're outside chilling on these columns. Oh no.
Well,
Have fun. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, I'm dead. I became too annoying for him, I suppose. Okay, we need to kill this boss so we can
yeah.
get to Fire Giant tonight.
Yeah.
But I'll be at that grace.
Cool. I'm there.
Yeah, Ammo, I'm very curious about this whole how long should I keep the tattoo covered thing. I've heard a couple days from most people I've talked to about it, though.
They had Jesse keep hers on for a couple days, right?
Yeah.
Probably just depends on what it is or where it is or whatever.
Mm-hmm. What does this ghosty have to say? He says, "O great sun, frigid sun of soul, surrender yourself to the eclipse, grant life to the soulless bones." Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. I just grabbed an eclipse shotel. Shotel? How do you say that?
I always thought it was Shodel.
Shotel. It says, in Soul, the sight of an eclipse inspires a dreadful awe, preventing an onlooper from averting his gaze. Okay, sure. Oh, wait, no, it said something about the Prince of Death. Set the lustreless sun ablaze with the Prince of Death's flames. Ah! Hello. I was reading. This is a library. Oh. Okay, there's something about the Prince of Death. It probably doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that Castle Soul is just like an outpost, basically, where some kind of wacky stuff might have. Oh God, got grabbed by Black Dumpling. Some kind of obviously there was like some eclipse at some point that maybe gave them like power over ice or something, something like that.
There are a million dudes in this room.
Yeah, you're supposed to try to kill the little summoners.
Is there a summoner?
There's like 2 summoners here. Yeah, if you kill them, then they never spawn the guys, but if you don't, then they do.
What do the summoners look like?
I just got one of them. Hang on, I'll try to point out the other one to you. He's hanging up there. I can't. He's already summoned his guys, so I can't really like stop.
Yeah. We'll get him though.
Okay, that guy's dead.
This guy's about to be dead.
Okay. I'll show you. He's like right up here. It looks like this. See him?
Oh. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. If you kill both of them, then you're Gucci. They don't summon the dudes. I'm gonna go ahead and activate your lift out here.
Yes.
Wait, never mind. I can't. Forgot.
All right. See if we can do this on the first try.
All
This is
right.
a fun fight.
It is. I like it a lot.
There should be more fights in Elden Ring that really emphasize like, this is a game with spirit ashes.
Yeah, it's cool that he has his own.
Yeah,
He's like,
this
here's
could
my
be a
spirit
little
ash.
Pokemon battle.
Yeah, it usually is for me. I almost always bring my Mimic Tear here.
Yeah.
It's great to have like a big
Ooh.
damage sponge in this fight. All right, I got this one.
I got mine too. I love the animations on this guy.
Yeah, he's very cool. I like his like prosthetic leg. Also, the idea of like lightning and ice going off at the same time. Very cool. Ow.
I'm guessing ice doesn't hurt him all that much.
No. You would guess correct. The guy jumping around and throwing ice everywhere, no. He doesn't really care all that much about ice.
Whoop. Man. Ooh, we got him. This does feel like a Dark Souls 2 duel fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get him.
Yep. Got him.
Nice. Great enemy felled. Okay, let's go kill ourselves a giant.
Well, hold on. Go get your Haligtree medallion
Yeah.
before we leave.
For sure.
And then I can meet you, I don't know. We'll just check the map and see what's closest.
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to get real close, I do have the Grace right next to the Fire Giant, but we could also traipse our way up there.
Do you have the one that's like just the either the First Church of America or White Ridge Road, just so we don't have to walk all the way across that frozen lake?
Let's see, what do I got? I think I have the... No, I did not get the Church of America. Think down. I got Spirit Caller Cave. I got White Ridge Road. Let's
go
do
there.
that. Yeah.
That still leaves us before the big like fire monk outpost thing anyway, so.
True.
Yeah, Tisha's also really crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tisha's like the best one that isn't Mimic, in my opinion.
For sure.
Like
Tish
Mimic
saved
is
me
like
on Elden
too
Beast.
gassed. Yeah. Okay, so I have my sign down right next to that.
Sweet.
Grace.
Mine, or I am remedied. So we'll see how long it takes your sign to show up this time.
I like Neil because Phase 2 is like the Nameless King. Yeah, I like Neil a lot because he's like a later game boss that that they had confidence enough in him being like imposing and strong that they didn't kind of like overtune his speed. Like I think it's cool that he's kind of slow, but it's like if he catches you like once or twice you die. I think that's awesome. And you can hear him like grunting and stuff. Like it's clear that you're just like fighting a dude, you know what I mean? Like, which is cool this late in the game where most of the villains are, you know, crazy.
Are we supposed to make anything of the relationship between him and the basically clone of him that we see in Caelid?
I don't know.
Both of them are kind of associated with Melania, but unclear.
Yeah. I'm always just a fan of finding in these games like what is the highest ranking just guy? Like you know what I mean? Like of all the just dudes who aren't like like obviously Neil is like has like lightning and frost and stuff like that, but he's not like fire
he's not a
giant
god
or Malekith or whatever, right? So it's interesting in all of the games. Like what is the strongest guy? Just do you think in this in this? I think Neil probably takes it in this game.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you like, where you draw that line. Because there's Horalu Warrior.
That's true. I forgot about Horalu Warrior. He's tarnished though, right?
He was a guy who was promoted.
He was the Elden Lord at some point.
Man, where is the boss health bar on these guys?
I know.
They're ridiculous. I'm surprised we got through that first one without too much fuss.
They can be really bad.
God.
Like that.
These little fire monk outposts, I like that they're
Yeah.
kind of stealth missions, or they're meant to be.
Yeah.
We sort of alerted the whole crew, but
Yeah.
you,
We did it stupid.
the
But
when you first encounter them, like you can save this guy for last and sneak around and get all the others, and he's so
yeah.
intimidating that I think when you run into him here, that you're incentivized to try to do the same thing, but it's more of a
Also,
challenge.
they these guys have like lower awareness or something than most like enemies. There's a in the hero ruins, which we're almost definitely not gonna have time to get to.
Yeah.
Like that we were talking about maybe hitting here. There's a spot where one is like sitting in front of an altar, and you can just sneak like right behind him and go get an item, and then like go somewhere else.
Maybe because they got a bowl on their head.
I like that they sit and do the like fire spur me emote though. They just like sit there banging their chest. It's cool. Man, that guy really did a lot of damage to me.
Is there a particular endpoint of this fort?
What do you mean?
Like, are we looking for something here?
You can go in here, and there's like what is in there? I forget.
Oh, Bloody Finger, yes.
Again. Let's get across this old bridge so you can get the get up here and go get this grace.
Here's a Dark Souls 2 moment for you.
That sounded so like like you were like hosting America's Funniest Home Videos or something.
Kid whacks himself in the head. That's a Dark Souls 2 moment for you, folks. Up. No, there's an invisible wall. I can't go. Oh man, we're about to fight Bloody Finger, yes, on this chain. Okay.
No, that ain't good. Do you have Wrath of God by chance?
No.
He's just gonna run away. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, bud. Oh no.
Hello?
He's doing the Formless Mother thing. Wait, what? Did that just give him a buff?
Yeah, I think he just got. I think he just got excited. Now he's just hiding behind this thing.
They can't see me. Okay, buddy.
Are you doing okay over there?
What's up? You wanna fight? He appears to not want to fight.
He just wants
Oh,
to
he
do
wants
that.
me to do. He wants me to be in range of that.
Yeah.
Annoying. Well, joke's on you. I can do this from way over here.
Joke's on you. You're dead. I'll tell you what's stronger than Formless Mother, and that's hunk of wood.
Oh wait, why did I just add a death to myself?
You better get across this chain before somebody shows up.
Yep.
Ornstein says, O'Neill is likely another commander of the Haley Tree Army. Neil is just like you, just like me for real. The guy too. Probably my favorite guy.
What is really? This favors you? What do you mean? What is that chat about?
I think he's talking about the invisible wall. Now I can separate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that it favored us because he couldn't run up to more enemies and we had cleared everything out. There was no way for that guy to really, like... I mean, he could have just run forever, I guess, but...
Right.
He was trying to meme on us. He was going to try to get that meme out no matter what. That was like... You know what, though? At least he tried.
He tried. An attempt was made.
He tried something else.
He's like, I found one Ash of War that I would like to use.
Yeah.
And only one.
You and everybody else, buddy. Everybody finds one Ash of War, including me. My pyro build, I basically just use the stupid 3 fingers Ash of War thing all the time.
Are you going to this grace?
Yeah, I'm teleporting over there to the Flame Peak. All right, let's go fight the worst boss in the game. Wait, we gotta go fight Okina first.
Oh, do you want me? Yeah, we should fight Okina. There it is. So I've been sunbrowing for the fire giant today and yesterday, and I have yet to see someone finish that fight.
Yeah.
Because
so here's the thing about fire giant. This is a proposal I have for you.
Okay.
Let's see how you feel about it. We'll take a few like honest whacks at him. And then you should just fight him alone with like a
the health buff
or something. The health and also being able to ride Torrent is like really big.
I really don't like riding Torrent in that fight.
I mean, you shouldn't just stay on Torrent, but it's really useful to be able to like get to him when he gets away from you.
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
a lot of
stuff
running.
Like that. You just like ride Torrent for a second. You don't ride him the whole time, or he's just gonna die over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Also, though, you can if you just like if you have Tish, if you have like a good Spirit Ash, that's probably better to just do that. Because Fire Giant already has a ton of health, and like doubling that is rough, buddy. Yeah,
the problem with sunbrowing for him is that everybody wants to summon 2 cooperators.
Yeah, everybody's
like,
an idiot.
no.
Remember whenever the game very first came out, and I was like just trying to help people get stupid like the Godwin or whatever.
Godric.
Godric. And everybody I summoned would summon like 2 other people.
Yeah, and the NPC.
And they'd summon Rajir, and then they would run through the gate and die in 1 hit. And I was like, this is great. You guys are all doing fantastic.
Oh no. There's a giant hand.
Big hand.
That is a really big hand. Let's go away from this hand. That's my proposal.
Wait, yeah, let's do that instead.
Where's the...
Wait, did you want to fight Okina? She's like the other way.
Yeah, where is Okina? Past the hand?
Yeah, she's like over here. She's this way. At the church.
Okay.
You see the steeple over there?
I do not see the steeple, but I will follow you.
Okay. Godskin Duo is the worst.
It is the worst, yeah.
It sucks. It's not good.
Maybe the worst fight FromSoft has made?
Hey, turn around.
Turn around?
Come this way.
There it is, I see.
Yeah, Godskin Duo is a big dummy. I mean, like, you can just, like, cheese it, though, if you have, like,
sleep.
Arrows.
Yeah.
You just knock one of them out and kill the other one, but that's so stupid. If your fight is only a grueling, annoying, like, want to punch myself in the face type of thing, or it's so easy that I'm not paying attention, that's not good.
If the only way to make the fight bearable is to basically not do the fight anymore, it's bad fight.
Wow.
Good thing we did this.
I'm glad we met. Alright, here, now you get your rivers of blood, though.
Yep.
So how about that?
I can be elite.
Bed of Chaos exists, says Ornstein. That's true.
Oh, yeah, that's
true.
true.
Bed of Chaos is also pretty bad.
Bed of Chaos is probably worse, but in a fundamentally different way.
Very different type of bad.
Yeah.
I feel like with Bed of Chaos, as is the case with most of Lost Izalith, I feel like if you talked to the people, they would take that L. You know what I mean? They'd be like, yeah, that wasn't that good. But I feel like they think they really popped off with the Godskin Duo, which is the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they think they did something very clever with Godskin Duo, and I'm like, it's not.
No.
It's not.
Let's see.
You want to talk about, like, mindless self-referentiality? That's the type of stuff. Oh, man, this crow just landed on me.
A crow looked at me.
Yeah. I wish he didn't. Like, I cannot stand that kind of thing in the Souls games outside of, like, very, very small edge cases. Whenever it's like, oh wow, check this out, we're doing Ornstein and Samo again, or like, oh,
it's really cool in Dark Souls 2 when Ornstein shows up.
Yeah, but like that, the entire point of it is that it's not
that it's
They
not
aren't
hard.
they're not trying to one up Ornstein and Smo.
Right.
They're trying to like demonstrate a funny thing about like if Ornstein was by himself, you could beat him when you're level 2
Right.
or whatever.
Here's the fire giant.
Here he is.
He's big. He's a
Folks,
giant.
It's the fire giant. We don't like him.
Oh.
I hate that I have to hand it to him, but it is kind of cool that this guy fights with a big bowl. Like he's like, here's my like low bowl that I fight with.
Yeah, what is this supposed to be?
It's like a thing that he uses to carry fire around or something. But it's mainly funny because it looks like a sifter or something.
Yeah.
It looks like a kitchen appliance. And you know, fought the Ariandel, he also fought with a bowl.
True.
I like that too. He fought with a bowl and a chair, which are both cool ways to fight somebody.
I believe in us. I think that we can do this together. I think we can fight this foot. I do hate that I have to look at his foot the whole time. So these guys, you just gotta set them off.
Yeah, which
you gotta get close and then run away. There we go. Whoop.
Kind of annoying to do if you don't
Kind of
have
annoying.
a torrent.
Oh no!
Really easy with torrent though.
Yeah, the fight is already broken up a lot by you having to chase after the guy. But then there's all these other elements that break up the fight by like having to worry about that fire orb and having to like walk out of the weird fire maze that he makes for you.
Yeah.
So it's just a very long fight.
It's arduous.
And a true vigor check too. If you don't have 60 vigor, good luck.
Yeah.
Let's phase him.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay, now this though.
I'll let you finish.
There are other Dark Souls bosses that do this, right? They like pull their own limbs off and use them in some way. Like Last Giant does it in Dark Souls 2, another Dark Souls 2 moment.
Yeah. Ornstein says bowl lore.
Ornstein also says, you know Miyazaki and his feet. Is Miyazaki a feet guy? I wasn't aware of that.
I don't know. I'd believe it. Whatever. You know the other thing about Fire Giant that I don't like, even though we haven't even really talked about all the things we don't like about him, we've just kind of been talking bad about him, is that he's also like a visual reference to Wild in Berserk. And
have I met Wild in Berserk?
You're way past Wild. Yeah.
When was Wild?
Wild is the stupid monkey man that they fight right before the eclipse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one who's like, you know, the baddest dude of all time.
Yeah.
They just like introduce him as like, you know who's bad? This guy. He does bad things.
So bad that he's even written bad. Yeah, and Wild is like, I don't know. You talk to most people who really like Berserk, Wild is like easily the worst thing, like in the entire series. Like he's written horribly, he's stupid. It's like a lot of his stuff is like gratuitous even for Berserk.
Right, he's like, one of the parts of the text that like you can kind of see the common criticism of it just kind of being exploitative. Yes, exactly. Or like kind of playing into like the shock factor of sexual assault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you're gonna be visually referencing like the worst part of Berserk, it really also goes to show that they're kind of like, we're out of Berserk stuff to reference. Like, we've referenced all the good stuff. Now we have to make a guy look like Wild. It's like, yeah, okay.
So you can target his hands.
Yeah.
Do you usually go for his hands in this part of this fight?
What do you usually go for?
I don't really know what I'm supposed to go for.
I got caught in his stupid thing and I'm dead.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'll do my best. Can I use a spear dash? No, I cannot.
No. You can try to unfurl and then do a spear dash. I don't know.
Oh,
Like
good,
the reason you
good
can't spear
question.
dash is because you
I still cannot.
Okay.
Okay, so what am I supposed to be targeting here?
He's got weak points like where the ropes are on his arms. That's it.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I have not got the bonfire next to the fire giant. Well, I'll go do that while you're doing that. Emma says I don't go for the hands, I just hit him till he dies. Yeah, that's usually the best course of
Yeah,
action.
getting behind him is the
His second
easier
phase
option.
His second phase is so annoying.
Yeah, I
It's
hate the
like-
roll.
The roll is so bad.
He has this big blast that you're not really sure where you're safe.
Also, they're like, oh, you know how in the first phase you had to completely stop everything you were doing because this orb was here? Well, what if you did that? What if there's two of them?
What if there were 2 orbs?
Yeah. So you had to stop what you were doing, but for even longer.
Stop what you're doing for this boss that has 1 billion hit points.
Yeah. And if he looks at you wrong, it kills you.
I am, like, conceptually sympathetic to the argument that, like, this is literally a giant. He has more health than you. But
Yeah,
there
so
just
what?
kind of becomes a point where I think I would rather not.
We talked about this before, like just you and I can kick it
Oh
to
my God.
the stream audience as well. But
Yeah.
like there are bosses in Elden Ring that the problem isn't necessarily just the boss. It's like the boss has 1 or 2 too many things going on.
Yeah.
Where like the fire giant has this awful second phase. He has 1 billion health. He hits you really hard. He's really, really fast. He looks stupid. But at the end of the worst area in the game,
Yeah.
like, if 1 or 2 of these things wasn't there, he would be a lot less bad. But like, because it's
God.
all of them all the time, it makes him sus. Also, it's like, yeah, like I don't know. Like he's like a boss that can one hit you with his melee attacks, but he's basically trying to zone you out the whole game.
Yeah.
Like run away and throw Hadokens at you. Like, and it's just like if there was like one less thing going on, then I would not hate him as much as I do. But I do think he is pretty god awful because of that.
Yeah. I am now on torrent because I'm tired
Okay,
of being
yeah,
very far
good
away
job.
from this man. But
Rykard is a gimmick boss where you do 2,500 per hit. Says Ornstein, and Fire Giant has more health than Rykard.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
like to feel like an accomplishment when I get close to him, and instead it's just like I'm whittling away at this enormous health bar.
Yeah. Sucks. Also, like, doesn't have any weaknesses and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Like, yeah, it's just annoying. Too much. Too many things going on. Same thing goes for Millennia. Everybody loves Millennia. I know some people love Millennia. But I think Millennia has, like, 1 too many gimmicks happening at one time. Like, there's just 1 too many things. If she had 1 less of them, then people would think about her the same way they think about, like Lady Maria of the Clock Tower.
Mm-hmm.
But they're never going to think of her that way because she's always going to be like the meme hard boss and not the wow, look how well done that was.
Yeah.
Boss. Yeah.
What are you doing, Fire Giant? I have 1 hit point. It's really fun.
Emma says get a faster weapon for this fight. Yeah, Emma, I was just going to switch to my hand club if I get summoned back in. More hits, it just means more damage here. Ornstein says, I love Millennia, and I agree entirely.
The big thing for me, I mean, we'll talk about Millennia when we get to Millennia, but
Yeah,
the life drain, I think, would make a
I like
huge
Millennia
difference.
too. I just don't. Yeah, I agree.
I like Millennia a lot more than this.
Yeah, for sure, easily.
It's like a Dark Souls boss where the gimmick is like, what if you weren't fighting the boss? Okay, I'm dead.
Okay, My sign is down next to the stupid grays. A Dark Souls boss who says, "What if you weren't allowed to fight him?"
Under no circumstances can you fight this boss. Oh man.
So dumb.
Okay, let's try this one more time as a duo.
Ornstein says, for me, it's waterfowl. Just tone down the tracking. The fight is so much better. I agree. Waterfowl is one of the things that you could take it out, and it would take it out, but you could make it different.
Yeah, I really like.
It would lose no integrity whatsoever.
I like the animation a lot. I like the fact that she has the move, but I think that it should be tweaked for sure.
Overtuned, as many things in Elden Ring are, especially in the back half.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're at the Flame Peak. Oh yeah, I found you.
Yeah, it's like waterfowl, and she's got a bunch of health, and she has 2 phases that fill all of her health all the way back up, and also she's also he steals your health, and she's doing Scarlet Rot all the time. It's like, okay, buddy, like you like do all of these things all at once. It's a little bit too much, you know. But they were trying to make it be a big thing, like that she was really hard, and they did that, I guess. Do you like my club?
Very nice.
This is my little one.
Cute.
I keep this one just in case.
Okay.
I keep that thing on me just in case.
So when I get in this boss arena, the mission is get
Yeah.
my souls back, and then the mission is kill the fire giant.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, walk away. I'm gonna pretend I do not see it. Oh, here it is. Look at that.
You know, I just like thumbed through all of my items and was like, I should put on my fire grease against the fire giant.
Oh! I got my little fire talisman.
I'm going in. Ow! Thought I was out of range of that.
Oh, me too. Ugh.
Got it. No, I didn't. Never mind.
No.
Don't do it. There it goes.
Nice.
Ah.
This is not going quite as well as attempt 1. Oop. Oop.
Ah.
Oh no, get out.
Ah. Keep mistiming my dodges. There we go.
Hard to time on this guy.
Yeah. Hard to see his entire body, so.
Yeah.
Great, love that.
This is a really cool place to fight him. Ah! There we go. Okay, we'll skip this.
Man, it spawned me all the way away from you. I'm on the other side of the map. It's gonna take me a while to get there. And I'm hoofing it, buddy. I'm trying. He's sending orbs at me.
He's got his orbs out.
He sent his orbs.
Ugh! Get these orbs away from me.
Wow, I'm just doing like no damage with that little club. Back to the big one.
Yeah, I'm having to stick with the big sword. I don't really have a lot of viable small options at the moment.
Just roll. Yep.
Though I'm thinking of doing some experimental respecking for at least one of these streams and seeing what the Dexy ice stuff is like.
Watch out! Ah! Doing his meme.
And that'll one-shot you if you have 60 vigor. Dumb.
Yep.
Ugh.
Ah! Crud.
Okay.
I'm out of Vestus.
Don't die. Please.
I'm trying my best, bro.
Oh, I got him.
Ooh, got it. I can see his eye.
Do it. And you
Wow.
get that much health taken away.
Amazing. Ah,
He's very interested in you.
I'm giving you everything I can before I go out here.
Oh man, I can't believe I missed.
Ah, he got me.
Okay, maybe I can
You
do
got
this.
so little to do. You can do it. Okay. Let's see here. Ornstein says by the end of millennia, I was probably having more fun than most bosses aside from Ludwig or Gale. That's fair enough. Emma says he usually summons Alexander for the fight because he can take a lot of hits. Ornstein says he solos it and uses bleed. Yeah, you can summon Alexander for him. Emma suggests maybe using Moonveil if you can.
Don't think I have it?
Well, it's easy to get. Ornstein says, before stream ends, I heard Swafford that you saw a little art house film called Skinamarink. I also saw a little art house film called Skinamarink.
I did. Who asked that question?
Ornstein.
Oh yeah. I talked at great length about Skinamarink on the most recent Cinematary podcast. But TLDR version is, I can't really decide what I think of it. The things about it that I really like and the things about it that I find like, I don't know, either annoying or tedious or like kind of unconvincing are sort of eternally dueling in my head. But it is a very unique, interesting thing that I'm glad exists, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much on the same page with you there. I on Letterboxd I put that I like respect the swings that it's taking.
It is a swing.
Yeah, it's definitely taking the swings. Does it hit all of the swings? No, it does not.
Fire Giant's taking some swings right now, man.
You talk about swinging.
This man swings. Okay, I am at very low health, no Estus.
Ornstein says that they saw it with their brother, spooked us a lot, despite neither of us being scared easily. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm dead.
there are horror sections of Skinamarink that are very scary and spooky. It can be very spooky. Um,
I would prefer it without the jump scares.
yeah, yeah. That's I feel like an artifact of its like YouTube
Mm-hmm.
uh like lineage. Ammo says when he shoots meteors out, stay close behind him and go ham. They don't hit right behind him.
All right, do you want to join for a third fight, or do you want me to take this one on my own?
We can do 3. We can do another one.
Okay.
If this one fails, then
Okay.
we'll reconsider.
Got real close that time.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a really bad time in the first phase of that one, so
We both did.
it
Yeah.
kind of threw me. He got in a really bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that I think I agree though that it's like I think the best thing about Skinamarink is that it exists.
Yeah, and then it
Like,
got
I think-
distribution. I think that maybe that's
Yeah.
the most impressive thing about it, is that it's in
Right.
multiplexes, or it was.
Yeah. I think the idea is neat, and that sometimes it's executed really well. Swaffer, will you finally agree with me about this movie is too long?
Skinamarink?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Has that ever been in doubt? Skinamarink's
No,
way
but
too long.
Usually when I say a movie is too long, you're like,
What are some
I'm
other
like,
movies
"It's
you've
too
called too long?
I don't know. I know that I've said this to you before, though. That, like, a movie is too long, and you're like, I don't think it's too long.
Longer.
Yeah, make it longer. I don't remember now, but I'll think of it and tell you. There's definitely been cases where I'm like, I think that movie's too long. And you're like, I don't think so. You're like, I don't think so, Buster, and then you held up your fist.
You know, there have been very few movies in existence to be at more too long than Skinamarink.
Do what now?
That was a poorly constructed sentence. Skinamarink is very much too long.
Skinamarink is maybe the most too long.
The most too long. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I rolled through that one. You can't get me, Fire Giant. I know your tricks.
Did it quick.
I think that if Miyazaki was a feet guy, he wouldn't have made such nasty feet for the
You never
Fire
know. Some
Giant.
people like it when their feet are nasty.
I think what Miyazaki actually is a masochist, which explains this fight very well. Whoop. A masochist
Watch
with
out.
a taste for smelly feet.
Yeah. I think that tracks. Don't you?
Good thing this is a profanity-less stream,
Or what?
or we might say something that's inappropriate.
Well, we didn't.
Oh my god. Get me out of here.
That was annoying. Ow! I did not know he was launching up for another one there.
He always is.
Yeah, I also did really bad in this time.
Oof. Oh my god.
I'm out of Estus already.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, being a cooperator for this fight sucks. You get half your Estus.
Yeah.
And you just really need it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think it's because they don't really want you to be cooperating in this fight. I
Really?
think they want you to be. Yeah, he has so much health, and like the arena is so massive. Like yeah, I'm out.
Cool.
They like obviously want you to be able to pop torrent and run even like a couple of feet or something.
Okay, I got him into second phase.
Okay, let's see
I
here.
have 6 Estus. It could happen. It's possible. Get me
Scary
out of
would
here!
probably be changed, not a jump scare, just a creepy scene. This makes the scenes after terrifying. Yeah, exactly. Skinamarink is a 100-minute movie that probably should be like 80. It should be like 40.
So, Kyle Edward Ball, director of Skinamarink, has this YouTube channel with lots and lots and lots of stuff on it. And one of those things is a short film called Heck that is like a proof of concept for Skinamarink and is almost the exact plot of Skinamarink with a couple small but important changes. And one of the ways it's different is that it is 30 minutes. And I thought that, maybe that story at a 30-minute runtime would be better, but it's so much worse.
Oh, really?
Partially because the craft is way better on Skinamarink than on Heck, so it goes to show like how much atmosphere can carry a movie, even to a runtime like that. But I think that the runtime itself is maybe not the most important thing. It's like how are you buoyed through that runtime? Like, what is the content of the movie carrying you through it? And I think Skinamarink maybe could use we're talking about Fire Giant needing like one less thing. Maybe Skinamarink could use one more thing to keep you going through the runtime.
Yeah.
The Dark Souls
Yeah,
boss that is Skinamarink.
I think that makes sense. I think it was good, but it's like not all completely there, I guess would be the way to think about it.
I am very curious to see what Kyle Oderball's next film is. He said that he's already made a deal with some big studio. I don't know if that's A24, Neon, or something bigger than that. And if his next movie is not just Skinamarink again, then I'm very interested in him as a director. But everything that I've seen from him on YouTube seems to be like he's kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
It shows you some creepy corners and door jams, and then spooks you with a creepy figure all at a surprise moment. And that's cool once, but you can't build a career off of doing that. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, it's weird because we're seeing this thing where it's like some of that is like legitimately like genre trapping, right? But then it kind of like begs the question of like, well, what? So what? You know what I mean? Which is how I feel about that a lot of the times. But it's like those the genre trappings and other things sometimes are maybe a little more like well respected because they've been around for longer, and also as a culture we tend to not really value things that like teenagers like, right? It's like seen as something that's like low art or like silly or pedestrian or stupid or immature or something. And sometimes that is true and sometimes it's not true. And I think that it's interesting that I think for my from my perspective, I don't care to be like, yeah, I mean, some of the genre trappings of this like YouTube ambient horror thing are stupid and it's like doesn't translate well, and it's like you're trying to like turn a green text creepy story into a movie, you know, it just doesn't, not really all there. But I don't care to say that about anything really.
Yeah, just because something is a genre convention doesn't mean it should be.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Like, you could make the argument that, misogyny is a genre convention of hip-hop, but it shouldn't be, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's, like, the type of thing that I would say, I guess. And, like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's an interesting thing. I think that a much better version of a movie that is like playing in the same space and made by a director of in the same generation
Mm-hmm.
is We're All Going to the World's Fair,
We're all going to the World's
which
Fair. That's a
which is
movie
a
people
great
should watch.
movie.
Yeah.
And I think Skinamarink is great too. But I think that if you want to watch something that is doing, it's not doing the same thing, because Skinamarink is much more a horror movie, while We're All Going to the World's Fair is like,
It's a drama.
it's
Yeah.
kind of scary at parts, but it's like mostly a drama. But it's using a lot of this. It's playing in the same space of being like, we're taking an extended idea from a different, like, shorter fiction, like shorter visual fiction thing,
Mm-hmm.
and like turning that into something else. And I think that We're All Going to the World's Fair is also like has its like
Shortcomings.
problems, but yeah, but it's like much more forthwith with what it's feeling and like what it's saying, and I feel like it's a very vulnerable movie in a lot of ways,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like Skinamarink, there is stuff in there that I picked up on that I think other people picked up on that hint at kind of a thing underneath it, but I, you know, it doesn't really feel like, it kind of feels like it's kind of like taking jabs at something from behind a wall of like obscurity in a way that sometimes works in a really good way and sometimes not so great.
Right.
But that's basically the long version of how I feel about Skinamarink. But I think it's good, and I think that like if you're interested in that kind of thing, then you will probably like it. And also, there are some bits in it that are really good. I think
absolutely.
the bit where they like, where the like girl goes upstairs and is like talking to the dad and the mom at the same time.
Extremely effective horror. Yeah.
Incredible. So good.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm fighting the fire giant on my own. And if he doesn't die, he's going to die of old age between this week and next week's stream.
We're going to give him the end treatment.
Yeah. I'm going to take him to a home.
Yeah.
It's going to be very comfortable for him there.
I hope it's
all the fire he wants.
Yeah, all the fire you could want.
But I'm chunking him pretty well with this reduced health. This great sword. It's hitting. Literally.
It's supposed to.
It's a great sword. Oh.
We also were lucky enough to see Skinamarink in a theater.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Which I think is the way to see it. Or on your laptop in the dark.
Yes. Yeah, on your laptop in the dark with like some not super great headphones.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would also be giving you a good like experience.
Oh man, he's getting into the rough terrain. Come here, buddy.
Yeah, Ornstein said, I have the image of the dad just sitting there, hands firmly grasping the edge of the bed. Yeah, exactly. So good. He said that he also got to see it in theaters. Yeah.
Very nice.
We went to Central Cinema and saw it.
Okay, let's phase this giant.
How much Estus you got?
6. Okay, he's phased.
Did we talk about how it's kind of funny? I'm in the round table, and I just like went and talked to the Dung Eater for a second.
We haven't talked about or to the Dung Eater at all on stream.
So the Dung Eater, I'm gonna just talk about him very briefly.
Do it.
If that's okay, while you're slogging away there. I think the funniest thing about the Dung Eater is that if you don't do his quest, and you don't really get to know him, he's like, leave me alone, or I'll kill you and defile your corpse, right? If you do his whole quest line for him, and you do everything, and you like kind of get to know him a little bit, he's like, you know what, you're a good guy. I'll tell you what, I'll do you a favor. I'll kill you and defile your corpse.
I'll teach you how to kill people and defile corpses.
It's very funny to me that you kind of end up in the same place no matter what you do with it. Because it's just like this, like, this lost cause, I guess. There's like, he's like, you know what, you're a good guy. How about this? I'll kill you.
Oh my god. Ugh! Fire giant. Okay, I have no Estus. And he has a good bit of health left.
Try your Mimic Veil.
Oh yeah, I don't have a Spirit Ash out. Let's get a Spirit Ash out.
What? You've been doing this whole thing without a Spirit Ash.
Yeah. I'm gonna... The only ones that I have upgraded are Wolves and the Ancestor Spirit, so we're going with Wolves.
Really gonna do you any good.
Wolf dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would like one-shot a wolf, right?
Oh, absolutely. I still have 2 more wolves.
Got 2 more. Even if it just, if it's just enough for them to, you know, like shoot one fireball at it, that's saves you a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, I am dead. Okay.
Good.
So I look forward to putting the fire giant in an old folks' home, very peacefully, between this week and next week.
Fire giant died on the way home to his home planet.
Oh man. Well, thank you for watching this stream, everyone. When you see us next time, we will be doing something. I don't know if we'll do Fair Missoula or go back and do Shunning Grounds. Whatever you're feeling, Cam. But this has been the Mountaintops of the Giants. It's a big whatever from
Who
us.
cares?
We wish it was better.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.